All right. Hey, everybody. I am Dr. John Gaines. Welcome to History 202, U.S. History to 1877. I'm just going to really quickly kind of, generally get us introduced to how the class works and everything, and then we'll kind of cut out from here. So trying to keep this under 5 minutes. But this online class tries to mimic an in-person class as much as possible. So um, over here in the modules, I'm going to click there, scroll past this. Every week you will have lecture videos. An in-person class tends to have 2 1 hour and 15-minute lectures. I tend to keep these to about an hour. I probably go a little bit slower on my in-person classes because I can kind of watch everybody take notes and pause and stuff. Um, I don't need to do that here. You guys have a pause button. You can shut me up when you want. And so, but you do need to take notes in here. So we do have about 2-ish hours of lecture videos every week. And then you'll have a mix of assignments. Um, so plantation changes, scrolling down Plessy versus Ferguson. Let's see. There's not one there. Not one there. Election of 1912. So those are a mix of map assignments and podcasts that you'll listen to and answer. I think it's about 5 questions each on those. Uh, Usually, what I've done on the lecture videos is for every 2 weeks, I've put a quiz in there. So quiz number one, like it says right here, Reconstruction and Out on the Frontier. I've for every one, I've listed what lecture it covers. I believe these are 15 questions. These quizzes come purely from lecture, not from the textbook. So definitely want to make sure you watch the lectures, you take notes, treat this like an in-person class. In an in-person class, I'm lecturing and you're taking notes and, we're preparing for tests and stuff. Well, you got a quiz test thing every 2 weeks in here. None of this stuff comes from textbook. And it's weird stuff. I like weird history. So it's pretty odd for some of these questions to be easily found on the internet. Some of them are some weird, very, very obscure kind of stuff that I give to you in the lecture, but you really, really, I promise you really, really need to watch the lectures on this class. Um, Occasionally in a module, I think I've got this one in module 4. Occasionally there's a discussion board. Um, we've got the introductory discussion board where everybody should introduce themselves up here in module 1. And then I'll have 3 other discussions scattered throughout the semester. Usually we'll typically do like one a month kind of a thing. There's 3 or 4. I'm not really sure exactly how many I'm going to put in there. But click on that. There's a short video telling you what to address. Make sure you address that, pretty specifically. Include examples. Don't just, oh, I think that's the wrong thing to do, and I don't really have any kind of rationale why or anything. Really put some thought into these. Solid examples, solid justifications, just kind of a really sort of shallow discussion isn't really going to get that many points awarded on that. There's also 2 replies to others, to students. So the initial discussion's 250 words, replies are 75. On the replies, it needs to be substantive. You can't just like, oh yeah, I agree. That's a great point, and nothing else discussed there. Like, I agree. I think your example here is a really solid idea. I think this is a better example, maybe. Something like that. So, um, So anyway, let's see. Once you get through kind of glancing around in there, take a look at the syllabus. It's got all of my contact information, where I'm at, my email address, the book. It's got all the assignments on there, everything like that. Kind of take a look through there. Announcements is announcements. Yeah. Last thing, and then I'll let you go. Uh, Make sure the first week of class to do this attendance agreement and verification thing. This is going to be the same little short quiz through every single one of your classes. Take a look at that, run through it real fast. It shouldn't take you more than 2 or 3 minutes per class, but that's something that we're doing to verify attendance, and you'll absolutely, absolutely need to do that. So I think that's about it. And with that, we will see you in class. Thanks.